Long ago, in the thriving city of Brooksville, there lived a young man named Mason. From an early age, Mason had always been fascinated by stories of wealth, success, and people who had built empires from nothing. While his peers were content with ordinary jobs and predictable routines, Mason dreamed of more. He wanted to create not just wealth, but a life of freedom, impact, and purpose. He spent his days working at a small local store, earning just enough to cover basic expenses, but his mind was never at rest. Every evening after closing the shop, he would retreat to a quiet corner of his small apartment and read books on entrepreneurship, personal finance, and biographies of great businessmen. He studied every habit, decision, and mindset that had propelled others to extraordinary success. Mason was determined to build a life that went beyond survival. He wanted to thrive. But the path was not easy. Despite his relentless reading, he soon realized that knowledge alone was not enough. He tried investing small amounts in the stock market only to lose money because of impulsive decisions. He attempted a side business selling handcrafted items online, but poor planning and lack of strategy led to failure. Each setback felt like a weight pressing on his chest, and doubts began creeping into his mind. Maybe wealth is only for a few, he thought. Maybe I'm not capable of thinking like a millionaire. Maybe I'll never escape this ordinary life. One evening, after yet another failed attempt at a business venture, Mason sat in his apartment, staring at his dwindling savings and feeling a sense of despair. Just then, his mentor, Marcus, a seasoned entrepreneur who had built multiple successful companies from scratch, called him. Marcus had once been a young man with little to his name but a burning desire to succeed, and he saw in Mason the same spark he had once had. "Mason," Marcus said gently, "I know you faced setbacks. I know it feels like the world is against you, but there is something you must understand. The mindset of a millionaire is not built on luck, knowledge, or connections alone. It is built on perspective, resilience, and action." Mason looked up, curious but weary. Perspective, resilience, action? I've been working hard every day, studying, trying, failing. How can I do more? Marcus smiled and invited Mason to meet him at his office the next morning. "I'll show you." The next day, Mason arrived at Marcus's sleek office, filled with sunlight, books, charts, and vision boards. He gestured for him to sit. "First, understand that a millionaire mindset is about seeing opportunities where others see obstacles. It's about thinking in terms of solutions rather than problems. Every failure, every mistake, every rejection is not a signal to stop. It's a lesson, a guide, a stepping stone to something greater." Mason nodded slowly, absorbing every word. "Second," Marcus continued, "millionaires focus on value creation. Wealth follows impact. If you solve problems for others, if you make life easier, better, or happier for people, money will naturally flow to you. Stop chasing money as the goal. It's the byproduct of your ability to contribute meaningfully." Mason felt a spark of clarity. He realized that he had been fixating on making money instead of thinking about how to provide value. "And third," Marcus said, leaning forward, "your mindset must be disciplined. Millionaires control their thoughts, habits, and time. They invest not just money, but effort into themselves, learning, networking, refining skills, and staying consistent even when results are slow. Small, smart, daily actions compound into extraordinary outcomes over time." That night, Mason returned home feeling a sense of purpose he hadn't felt before. He reviewed all his past failures and reframed them. The stock market loss? A lesson in patience and research. The online business failure? A lesson in planning, marketing, and understanding the customer. Each setback became a guidepost rather than a burden. He started creating a structured plan. Every morning, he devoted 1 hour to learning new skills, 1 hour to researching opportunities, and 1 hour to planning his actions. He identified his strengths, sought to improve his weaknesses, and began visualizing the impact he wanted to create in the world. Mason also learned to surround himself with the right people, mentors, peers with ambition, and experts who could challenge and guide him. He realized that environment shapes mindset, and that success is contagious when you immerse yourself in the right energy. Months passed, and Mason's consistent efforts began to bear fruit. He launched a small consulting service for local businesses, helping them optimize operations and improve customer satisfaction. Initially, clients were few and payments were modest, but he treated each interaction as an opportunity to provide exceptional value. Word spread. His reputation for quality work and insightful solutions grew. Revenue increased steadily, and with each new client, Mason's confidence and skills expanded. He began investing wisely, not gambling, and continued learning from every success and failure. Over the years, Mason transformed. From a young man barely getting by, he became a respected entrepreneur, investor, and mentor to others. Yet he never forgot the lessons Marcus had taught him: to see opportunities and obstacles, to focus on value creation rather than money, and to maintain discipline, resilience, and a growth mindset. Mason understood that wealth was not just numbers in a bank account. It was freedom, influence, and the ability to make a positive difference in the lives of others. The story of Mason teaches us a powerful lesson. Developing a millionaire mindset is less about luck or starting capital and more about perspective, resilience, value creation, and disciplined action. Every failure, setback, and rejection is a teacher. Every small effort compounds over time, and every habit of focus, learning, and persistence builds the foundation for extraordinary results. True wealth is the byproduct of consistent effort, a sharp mind, and the courage to keep moving forward despite fear, doubt, or temporary setbacks. Mason's journey reminds us that anyone can cultivate a millionaire mindset by embracing challenges as lessons, focusing on impact, controlling thoughts and habits, and relentlessly improving themselves. With this mindset, no obstacle is insurmountable, no failure is final, and the path to success becomes not only possible, but inevitable.
If this story inspired you, subscribe to Wisdom Life to uncover more life-changing lessons. Don't forget to like, comment, and share so others can grow too.